In this video, we're going to take a look at another 10-inch Android radio. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at this 10.2-inch in-dash 2-DIN receiver here by ViaBecs. Let's do a quick walk around of the product here. You guys can see it is a double DIN. There's a little gap between the screen and the base of the model there. That makes it so that the screen is able to tilt for better viewing, and it's also detachable. Go around to the back here. This is where you're going to see all your inputs. Go ahead and wrap around to the other side. Pretty much just the same view. Just give you guys a little idea of the size there. Screen does have a nice little bezel there. Kind of reminds me of an iPad. And as you get to the front here, you'll see the button layout. And that's pretty much it. Now we'll go ahead and get into some of the features and the specs and everything that this radio comes with. Alright guys, so I got everything pulled out of the box here. You guys can see here's your radio. You get some brackets to mount the radio. You got an external mic here. This also has a built-in mic. Get your user manual. On this side, you got USB cable. You got another set of USB cables. This has 3 USB cable inputs. Over here, you have your wiring harness. Now this does come with an ISO wiring harness, so if you don't have the harness for your vehicle, you're going to need to get an ISO harness for this. But pretty much these are just to streamline the wiring, so there's no cutting of the wires, and you just plug and play and it's good to go. We got the external antenna here. We got some RCAs. These are going to be for video in. So this is going to be your aux video in. This other is going to be your cam in, so your camera. And then you got your auxiliary right and your auxiliary left in for your audio. Just in case you guys didn't know, yellow usually means it's going to be a video in or out, and then the red and white is going to be your audio in or out. The next harness here, I'm going to go through them real quick so you guys know what they are. This one's going to be your front left out. So this is going to be if you want to connect an amplifier from the radio for your speakers. Here's another. This one's going to be your right out. So you got those two. This green one here is going to be your subwoofer. So if you want to hook up a sub amp, I think there's actually, yep, and then this blue one is for a sub amp too. So you got 2 subs. Got another yellow here. This is going to be your front cam, and it's going to be in. So you got a rear cam and a front cam video, and then you got another rear, and that's going to be your left. The white's the left, and then you got your rear right. So you got, these can be ran to external amp for your rear speakers to amplify them, and then you got these 2 that can be ran to another amp for your front speakers if you want to run them separately. Then you got your sub amps. This here is a harness that comes with the packaging. This is going to be Nissan. So if you guys have a Nissan, this apparently comes with a Nissan harness already. I'm not installing this in a Nissan. I'm going to put this in my Dodge Ram, so we won't need that. Got another bag here. This is going to be for your GPS. So that's pretty much everything that it comes with as far as wiring and the hardware. We'll go over some of the features and the specs now. The operating system is going to be your Android 10.0. The processor is a dual-core Cortex A72. The RAM for this is going to be 4 gigabytes, and the ROM is going to be 64 GPU. The screen's a 10.2-inch IPS touchscreen. It has 3 USB ports, like I stated earlier. It also has an SD card input. Alright, so here's a look at the radio with the screen detached. You guys can see here, here's where the SD card is. And it actually comes with a 16 gigabyte SD card. Right here, you guys can see it's got one harness that attaches to the back of the display. That's right in there. And then it slides on the back of this. So you're going to plug this in. I don't know if I can do it real quick for you guys. It's going to snap in. See if I can get this. Snap it in there. So just snapped in, and then you're just going to slide it on that base. You guys can see there's 2 sliding handles here. You pull these, they're spring loaded. That's what locks it and unlocks it. Just go ahead, slide it down, and it'll snap into place. Alright, so there it is. I slid it back on. Also, show you real quick, it does tilt, so you get better viewing angles. So if you want to move it to the left, to the right, this is just to get a better viewing angle or to decrease the glare from the sun. Alright, we'll go back to the features. Also has Bluetooth 5.0 with an RF210 chip. It does have built-in CarPlay for Apple users, and it has Android Auto. It does have GPS, like Android car navigation. It's going to work online or offline. The built-in amplifier on this, if you guys don't plan on running an external amplifier, this is going to provide, at least it states that it provides 50 watts times 4. That's the max output. It does have a video output. That's an HDMI. I didn't show you guys that earlier, but that's this right here. It's got a HDMI output. So if you want to run this to a bigger TV maybe. It does not support MirrorLink though. Has your AM FM radio. Has a built-in 15-band EQ and HD video. So that's kind of the run through of the basics that it has. So what we'll do now is I'll go ahead and install it. I'm not going to go through the process of installing because like I said, it's pretty much plug and play with this ISO harness. So I'm just going to plug it in, install it with the brackets. This one will be a lot easier to install than my previous one also because it has the detachable face. And then we'll see it in action. Alright, so here's my older radio that I had put in here. Did a previous video on. Got a lot of good feedback from it. Still works, no issues, nice and responsive. For the price, you cannot beat this radio. Doesn't have as many features as the radio I'm upgrading to, but definitely for bang and buck, this is a good radio. I'll put a link up here for this radio if you guys are interested in it, but I got a lot of good feedback on this. And I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while since I had this and it still works fine. Alright, so I got everything installed. Wiring was super easy with the ISO cable. Okay, what you're looking at right here is what would be considered the sleep screen. You got a clock here, and then you got another digital clock here. It has the day and the date on there. Takes you right to the home screen there. You're going to see the date, the day up here again. You're going to see the time. You're going to see a few widgets here that can be changed around. Just hold on to the screen there. And it's similar to an Android setup, like an Android phone. So you got your wallpapers and your widgets, your settings there, and here's all your pages. So if you wanted to change any of this around, it can be easily customized. You can get calendars you can put on your home screen. You can put bookmarks, a search bar, Google directions. Here's a live feed here. Got a photo gallery. Got tons of different ways that you can customize this if you choose to, if you don't like the way the original format is. But that's what it's going to look like out of the box. Over here you're going to have your EQ. Click into that. You can adjust everything on the EQ here, or you can go through, switch it to some presets. You got jazz, classical, flat, voice. There's your custom you can set. You got rock. Go in here, you can change your different frequencies in this menu. You got your sub input level here that you can change based on your loudness. And then you can go in here and you can change the direction of which speakers you want to have it to fade, the balance, all the good stuff that makes listening to music enjoyable. So over here you got your navigation widget. You got your music widget, which is going to be kind of what's in the SD card or maybe from your phone. Here's the radio widget. Go ahead and click into that. And it's going to show you. Go ahead and turn it down here. One of the things that my previous 10-inch screen didn't have AM and FM. As you guys can see, this does have AM for those that like your AM, and then it has FM. Go through and search, and it's going to tell you what you're listening to at the top there and the station, so that's nice. Got your presets you can set down here, so that's also nice. Go ahead and get out of this. Takes you back to the home screen. Second button here is going to be your settings. You're going to have your network, internet, because this does have built-in Wi-Fi, which I am connected to my Wi-Fi right now, or you can connect it to your hotspot on your phone. It's going to show your connected devices, which would be like your phone, your apps. You can change the display, change the font size, brightness level, wallpapers in here. You can go to your gallery or what's on your SD card. They got live wallpapers. Go ahead and change it to spectrum. I'm going to set that. Go ahead and get out of here. You got your sound. Keytones have a sound, and then your volume. You got storage. As you guys can see there, it says 67 gigabytes free, 16% used. You got your privacy, location, security, your accounts like your Google account, accessibility, screenshot settings, your navigation settings for your car. Right here is a brightness button, so it's gonna brighten it or turn down the brightness for you, and everything's touchscreen. As you guys can see, this is extremely responsive, which is nice. Turn the brightness up a little bit. Then you got your microphone down here. That's your home button. Up here, like I said, you see your Bluetooth, location, Wi-Fi. That's going to be your signal, your time. That's going to be your mute button there. Or you can come over here, hit the power button. It's going to put the mute on or turn it off. Then you got your different pages here, just like Android. You just swipe it. You can clear all these out. Then you got your back button up at the top there. As you can see, you got the live wallpaper in the background moving around. We'll go to the second screen here. So this is going to be a second screen wallpaper. You got your Bluetooth for your phone. You got your music, video, anything that's stored inside the system or off your phone. You got a calendar here, which everything's going to see. So it's going to go to your Google account. So you can sync your Google account, and I'll have everything built into your calendar here. Once again, you have your radio and your settings button. There's navigation up top here. It's got built-in navigation, or you can run your Google Maps, Waze. You can download apps to this, just like your phone. So it's nice. Got your Google Chrome there. There's your file browser. You got your gallery, your DVRs for your cameras. There's your front cam. I don't have a camera hooked up, front camera hooked up right now, but you could go right to it and it would show you your front camera there if you had one hooked up. Here's your app installer for Android. Once again, your amplifier here, which is your EQ. You got your Gmail, which is already preloaded. Got your clock. There's your Google Maps, your Play Store, calculator. I already uploaded YouTube, Spotify, then your Z-Link, and then this is another one of your navigation here, which I'm going to click out of that. Because the last time I did that, people were like, I know exactly where you live now. One of the cool things with this, I got it hooked up to Wi-Fi, or like I said, your hotspot you can hook it up to. It's going to load YouTube, as you guys can see there. Play something off of this. Now you can play this at any time. Your car does not have to be in park or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about hooking up some type of relay like you had to do in some of the other radios. Just make sure that you're not watching TV as you're driving. One, you'll get ticketed for it, and it is extremely dangerous. So we'll go in here, go to search. No copyright, something I always go to when I want to play music on my YouTube videos so I don't get copyright infringement. So I'll just pick something here so you guys can see it load up.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean.
So as you guys see, it loads pretty fast. Swipe that down and out of there. Go back to the home screen here. Got your Spotify you can click into. It's gonna load up my Spotify. You guys can see there it loaded up pretty fast. Now one of the other things that's pretty nice with this, back to home here, is it's got Android Auto. Android does have to be hooked up through the USB. It's not wireless. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook that up here. Alright guys, so here's a look at Android Auto. So this is running off the USB cable from the radio. To my knowledge, it doesn't work wireless. Apple does work wireless, but Android does not. So you can have your phone off. Pretty much got some apps here that you can control that's from your phone, and you can customize them how you want. Go on here, I can pick Spotify. It'll show my Spotify. Back out of this. Click down there, it goes back to home. Shows your Spotify down here at the bottom. You got your maps up here. Usually right when you connect your phone, your maps will pop up. You got news here. So if you just want to hear news, go ahead and click into that. Give you guys an example.
Here's the latest news.
From Reuters TV, U.S. at 6:32 p.m. today.
Here are your top stories, brought to you by Fidelity Wealth Management.
Wildfires continue to ravage the U.S. West as crews search for the dead.
This is Reuters Now.
So you guys can see there.
Search and rescue crews resume
They'll start playing
their
some
search
news
for the dead on
for you. You can pause it. You can go into any music from your phone. You can go into your phone for your contacts here. Got Pandora. If you want to check out a podcast on your trip somewhere, here's a podcast that's
genuinely want to do
Joe Rogan.
Then it seems that while it's
so you can play a podcast.
I have to really be engaged in the conversation. Like I have to
go back to the home screen here.
If it's not organic,
you can pause that. So it's pretty cool. Kind of integrates with your phone. If you do get a text or anything, it'll show a notification. And it'll show you that text just like your phone would do. You got Waze on here for directions. You got weather. Like I said, you can customize this however you want. It's a pretty cool little setup. Just plug your phone in and it goes straight to this, and it just integrates it all seamlessly. If I want to go ahead and text somebody instead of picking up my phone, I can hit this. Text Kayla.
Text Kayla. Sure. What's the message?
Hi, how are you?
Here's your text to Kayla. Hi, how are you? Do you want to send it or change it?
Send it.
Okay. Message sent.
That's how easy it is to send a text message. Hopefully she'll text me back here in a second, and I'll show you guys how you get notified on the screen here. Guys, look up at the top here. It'll show you the weather. Right now it's 75 degrees. Also shows my Wi-Fi in my phone, and then it shows my battery level up there in the corner, along with the time over here on the side. Alright guys, so as you can see there, got a return message from my daughter. So it popped down, did a little sound, bottle cap sound like you heard there, hit notifications, and then it says hi. So I'm going to play that.
Hi. Do you want to reply?
And then if I wanted to reply back to that, I could. I'm not going to. But that was just to show you guys how it works. Pretty cool little setup there. Here's a quick look at what the Apple CarPlay looks like on this system. I got my daughter's phone here. As you guys can see, it's got your phone, your maps, your messages, now playing, got your calendar, your settings, iHeartRadio, got your little icons over on the side here. It's got the Wi-Fi, time, Waze, and Spotify. So those are all the apps there. You probably can add some. It all depends on which apps are on your phone and which ones transfer over to the actual device that's in your vehicle. So it does work with CarPlay and then Android Auto. So if you don't like the Android, you can change to a car logo in the factory settings. It shows you in the manual. So that's a little something extra that you can throw in there if you guys don't like the Android to customize a little bit more. That's pretty much it for this radio. Got your top bar there for your settings, your quick settings you can go to. So I'll be using this for a while here, and we'll see how it goes over a matter of time, how well it performs. Sound quality is better than my previous radio. It does have better sound quality and more features as far as being able to adjust the sound. You guys got any questions about this radio? Go ahead and put them in the comments below. I answer them as quickly as possible. I'll put a link to this radio in the description box. It'll be at Amazon links. You can go to that and it'll give you more information, pricing, and if you guys want to order it. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, go ahead and click that like button. And if you like what I'm doing on my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys get notified when I post my next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.